Hello, this is Sergeant Nate here, and I'm just flipping through our latest little creation. It's our Sergeant Nate Fitness Cookbook here, and it's more than just a catalog of pretty pictures that once you make your meal looks nothing like what you saw inside of the booklet. But this also has some valuable information that we have found as we put and compiled everything together and did our little research that would make your meal preparations much more manageable, doable, enjoyable, fun, and very efficient. And you see there's various sections here in our table of contents that you have within there. You have about 17 pages of soups and salads. You have side dishes and vegetables, your main dishes, sweets and treats, and this and that. And then, of course, you have your index. So I just want to have you flip through here a little bit to see what we have inside. In each section, you'll have a helpful hint section, which will bring out some very valuable information, things you probably have not heard when it comes to meal preparation, culinary skills, and shopping, and certain food items that you didn't know would go much better with others. The soup and salads, as I said, it's about 17 pages of different types of soups that you can have, different types of salads that you would have with your meals. And once you've done that, you get over to another section again of helpful hints. As you see here, a quick little screen of valuable information that you will find very helpful. And then you get to your various side dishes and your vegetable meals. And for those of you who are vegetarian or vegan, you'll find a lot of these recipes very easy to fix and very vegan, vegetarian friendly when it comes to those. So after you've gone through that, you get to your main dishes. Inside here you have, as you see, your sirloin and creamy mushroom sauce, your chicken marsala, your zesty meatloaf, tarragon chicken, and ham and scalloped potatoes, and you have your main dishes here. All of these are several pages of different, easy to fix recipes to put together. You have your sweets and treats, your bran muffins, rice pudding, raisin crisscross cookies, rhubarb desserts, and all of these nice little tasties in here that are very good to fix. And you find in this particular cookbook we have here substitutes for sugar and a lot of the other artificial sweeteners. There is a applesauce pie, I believe, or applesauce cake that you can prepare in here without having to use all of the sugar and things that could get you in a lot of trouble. The this and that, you have your virgin pina colada, your bean dip, your chocolate sauce, your crunchy chicken fingers, and all these nice little hot items that you may find to be very, very tasty and easy to prepare. Then you get to your cooking tips here as you prepare your different meals. We have put together a lot of different items. Again, unless you have a degree in culinary arts, a lot of this information you may not know. What are the different caloric values for your beverages, your crackers, dairy products, your breads, your cereals, fish and seafoods, your fruits, pastas, salads, soups, more vegetables and meat and poultry, even the nuts, the caloric values for those as well. For people who just aren't too keen on different measurements, there's a section here that gives you measurements and substitutions, what you can do in place and in lieu of those. You also have microwave hints and tips that would help you in properly microwaving food, and sometimes depending on the power of your microwave, adjusting that can be problematic as well. And this is my favorite section of the cookbook. It is 2 pages of herbs and spices. Now, yeah, you can go on the internet and say, what's the best herbs and spices used for this? But it's also nice to have a hard copy that you have with you so you learn to cook with other things than salt and pepper. With these different herbs and spices, it lets you know which foods that these particular herbs work much better with. And so you see where this can be very helpful. And even if you want to get a little fanciful, there's some little culinary skills or table etiquette, napkin foldings, and little designs and things that you could do when you're having a little guest and party over to really make things really look nice. And then you also have, if you're preparing meals that are used a lot of vegetables with them, how long do you boil or steam those particular ones, so you still retain the freshness and the minerals with them, and they're not all soggy and washed out. And even when you're going to buy your vegetables and your fruits, what things to look out for and what things to have in mind. And so this particular cookbook has a lot of information. As you see here, some baking perfect breads and hints for baking bread and oven temperature charts here. You have for perfect cookies, and there's certain things you can add in to make them more crispy or make them more gooey. Much more understanding here in the temperatures for baking certain foods, the more optimal ones. And a lot of times the packaging can be a bit misleading or confusing in trying to understand them. You have food quantities for serving 25, 50, or 100 people, and how you would actually break all that down as well. A lot of people are good at preparing meals just for themselves, but when it's a larger party, they may run into problems using the right amount of mixture in their recipes to make sure that they have enough to provide for a whole party of people that are coming over. So this is our Sergeant Nate Fitness Cookbook, and if you would like to get your hands on this nice little ditty here, just go to our web store. You see the information below the video here, and order your copy, and we'll get that right out to you as soon as possible. This is Sergeant Nate, out.